What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day so far. Welcome back to the ALGS news channel. We have some Rostermania updates that are actually happening. I'm pretty excited about, and I also have some leaked intel that I want to give you about this as well. The current ALGS schedule, what you can look forward to next, what's currently going on, and even some updates as regarding, the major prize pool that I wanted to discuss compared to last year. So a lot to talk about today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, I've finally put some animations on screen as well for that. Trying to upgrade the channel a little bit, but hey, regardless, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. This channel has been so much fun to do. I probably should have launched it maybe a little later. We're going to talk about that today as far as the ALGS schedule and how it looks, but regardless, it's been a lot of fun to do. Maybe by the time we get there to that land, we can be monetized, views might be up, but still, I really wasn't expecting this much views to begin with. So I'm just really appreciative of all the support, guys, and let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I wanted to mention, this is kind of a side note, there's not really a lot to this, but I just thought it was crazy. Last year, year 2 ALGS World Championship, these guys were competing. I know it's a lot of money still, but $500,000. When you compare this to other games, it's really just not that much. $500K for winning the World Championship. I thought that was crazy. Call of Duty just did their major one. They've got like 5 majors up into the World Championship, and I think the World Championship is like $3 or $4 million for the winner or something like that. And this was coming from the World Championship of Apex Year 2, only $500K. I thought that was a little crazy, but I think also they spread it amongst like 20 different teams, so maybe that was why. But year 3, I think they bumped the prize pool up a little bit. I could be wrong, but I think it's like $1 million for split 1, $1 million for split 2, and I think it's like 3 million for the World Championship. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And regardless, I do know that they bumped it up a little bit from last year, so it is good to see they're putting a little bit more into their esports scene. Regardless, I just thought that was crazy that Dark Zero were your world champions and they only got 500K from doing so. I just felt like that was very, very weird. So also, I wanted to mention the schedule. I told you guys I should have launched this channel maybe a little bit closer towards the LAN event. However, we could still cover some scrim matches and stuff, but this is what the schedule currently looks right now, because obviously we're in split 1, we'll move to split 2, and then we got the World Championship. So split 1 actually just ended December the 18th, so about 5 days ago or so. And so that means we're actually going to be on about a month-and-a-half break until we see some professional matches, like actual matches that count, and that's going to be over in London at the LAN, February the 2nd through February the 5th. However, there will be some scrims that go through, because obviously these teams are not just going to take a month and a half off. They're going to be scrimming. So we're going to cover some of the scrims, some of the scrim updates, how teams are looking, which teams are looking strong. And speaking of the teams, you guys know all the teams that qualified from North America. Specifically, we've covered this over the last couple of days. We got TSM, Exet, The Guard, Esports Arena, Luminosity, NRG, 100 Thieves, HEC, Space Station, and Dark Zero. However, I would like to inform you that one of these teams are no longer there. So what exactly do I mean by that? Well, we have had a little bit of an update when it comes to organizations and their rosters. So if you'll look over here in the remains in Pro League tab, you'll notice at the very bottom is Oxygen Esports. Well, they actually just released this a couple of days ago. This is December the 20th, that they have actually released their squad, saying today we say goodbye to our Apex roster, Protectful, which I think was the coach, and then a couple others as well, the Kubski, Casellos, and I don't even know how to pronounce this last guy's name, but I got to get used to the players. I'm still kind of new to the scene. But they also said your next team is going to be a heck of a squad. This is coming from Z Davis. This is actually a little bit of a leak, because Cutnoid did report on this, that Oxygen Esports released their team that remained in Pro League but didn't qualify for the LAN, which is crazy. I mean, I understand you want to get a LAN team. If you got the money, go for it. But they also did pretty good. They're staying in the LAN they're staying in the Pro League situation. You would think that they probably should receive some pat on the back. However, Oxygen Esports has now signed formerly Atlanta Premier roster, more recently known as HEC. So this team that you guys can see right here in the 8th position. So they're going to London. Oxygen Esports, they have got the money to buy them, so why not? I totally understand why they would do that. Now, I also have heard that there was a little bit of a negotiation process, because I also have some intel and I've heard through the grapevine. Obviously, word gets around if Z Davis already knew that they were going to be a heck of a squad, kind of leaking who this next roster would be. I've also heard that Glitch Gaming was trying to bid on this team as well and was trying to get a hold of that roster. So crazy information that it sounds like Glitch Gaming, considering Machin has retired and they don't really have their Apex roster anymore, it looks like they're trying to get into the scene as well, specifically in this Pro League scene. So it's pretty cool to see exactly which route they may take, but it doesn't look like it's going to be this roster anymore, as we know that Oxygen Esports has apparently outbid them and taken up this roster that is going to the London LAN. Now, we also heard from Hill, just great on these guys. I'm really proud of them and really happy for them, because when you kind of look at the retweets that Hill was able to give out here, this was right after they qualified. He said, after we got 26-point game 6 comeback for our champs qualification, this is the exact moment I was grinding for, and I could not be happier right now. Then he also quote tweeted this. This was back on May 9th, where he said, I dreamed I went from 4 months on the bench to talking to the Air Force recruiter to qualifying for champs with my team. And then unfortunately, I woke up to remember that we lost a tiebreaker to a 28-point game 6 where only 4 teams went zone. It's so unfortunate to see how exactly that took place back then on May 9th. But, it looks good now, because obviously he also retweeted this saying your lowest moments can also make you better if you use it as fuel and not just excuses. So congratulations to Oxygen Esports. I'm interested to see how they're going to perform over here at this LAN event in London. Like I said, we have about a month and a half or so until this LAN takes place, but we will have scrims in the meantime, so we can definitely cover scrims and see how teams are performing, try to keep a tab on teams. And this is not just North America. In the last couple of days, we've reported a little bit more on the EMEA scene, the APAC South, APAC North scene. So all the scenes that are involved in this, we're keeping tabs on, gonna see which one, because whenever they get here at London, they're all playing against each other, right? And even the World Championship, it's not just about North America, it's not about EMEA, it's about literally every team. So which is going to be the best team in the world is going to be the question. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, as always, to keep updates on all things ALGS. This is going to be an insane LAN event that's coming up, and I'm excited to cover it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, later, Gators.